Video we are going to see what DNS lookup, and if you are going with the DNS lookup, what are the different steps that will be followed in case of DNS lookup. In order to understand the DNS lookup, we will just go with our general scenario. In our mobiles we will have the different contacts. We will call that a specific person by typing the name, not by the number. Why? Because it's very hard to just remember all the phone numbers, and it's very hard to type the numbers one by one. In similar fashion, we will have the DNS server. Rather than typing the IP address of the specific site, we will be typing the domain name of that specific site. For example, www.amazon.com. Rather than typing the IP address one by one, it will be very easy to just go with the domain name. When you consider the lot of websites that we are working with, it's really hard to remember all the IP addresses as well. So for that purpose, we will be using the domain name. But who will convert our domain name into the IP address? That's where the DNS servers comes into picture. Whenever you type the domain name, for example www.amazon.com, it will go into the DNS server, which is nothing but our domain name server, and it will get the IP address for us. In simple, you will give the domain name and you will get the IP address. After getting the IP address, you will just make the request to the browser. So this browser will take into the internet and it will just connect to the specific IP address. It will get the response from that IP address. So this is a very simple understanding about the domain name server. But behind the scenes, what are the other things that is happening? So even though if you type the domain name, first of all it will check in your cache. If you have already the domain name and its IP address in your cache, then it will take from the cache rather than going to the DNS query. Let's say you are doing from the scratch. Then the first step would be like you enter your, let's say, domain name. For example, www.google.com. Then it will go to the resolver. Resolver is nothing but your ISP provider resolver, which is nothing but another words recursive name server. So it will just check in its cache actually. So the ISP's provided recursive name server will check in cache. If it is not available, then it will redirect to the root server. The root server, it is actually 13 root servers across the world are available. So it will check into the, it will just get for the top level domain. So top level domain in the sense, let's say you will be typing google.com or let's say the other education sites, or let's say the commercial sites, based on the domain name, which will be the last 3 letters or 2 letters in our case. For example, if you take www.google.com, the last 3 letters will be com, so commercial sites. So that will be giving the server for the top level domain. Then after you will be going to the top level domain. So that will be, that request will be taken care by the resolver. Now the resolver sends a query to the relevant top level domain. Now the top level domain will just return the equivalent name servers, or let's say the authoritative name servers. Why? Because this will have all the details about who is very authoritative for the specific site. So now it, rather than checking all the servers, it will be checking only in the .com domain servers. In the .com domain servers, it will just find out the specific authoritative name server IP address. Now this IP address will be returned to the resolver. Then resolver again make the request to the name server or the authoritative name server. This is the place you will actually get the IP address for the given domain. For example, www.google.com will get the IP address from that server. Then after getting the let's say IP of the domain, then you will be just entering into the IP address and you will be getting the specific loaded page. In simple, you will be just going to your system, you will be typing your URL. In a very out level, you will be getting the IP address and you will be loading to the specific IP address. That's all. But behind the scenes, when you type the IP address, or sorry, when you type the domain name, it will be looking into the your system cache. If it is not available, it will be going to the resolver, which is from the ISP. Resolver will check in its own cache. If it is not available, it will be route to the root server, and root server will return the top level domain name server, which will be having .com server in our example. Then in .com servers, it will again just return the name server or authoritative name server IP address. Then the resolver again make the request to the authoritative name server, which will have actually the IP address of the given domain. Then it will just return the IP address of the requested domain. Then that IP address will be returned to the your system. Then from your system you will be directly connecting to the IP address, which will be the domain equivalent respective IP address. Then you will be just loaded with your pages from the specific domain name. So even though it is very theory session, we will just confirm whether it is having the IP address or not. Even though we are having just sessions in forward time, For example, let's say what are the different commands that we can use for the DNS lookup in the Linux terminal, or what are the different Python modules we are going to use for the DNS lookup. For simplicity, we will see a simple application here, or the command terminal host. So host facebook.com, and you will be having the IP address. In very simple, in user perspective, I am getting the IP address for the facebook.com. I am just avoiding the cache, so I am going to the incognito mode. I am just typing the same IP address. I am not typing anything else. Just enter, and you will be just redirected to the facebook.com, because behind the scenes this is IP address being called when you type the facebook.com. Just to confirm again, I will type only the facebook.com. Again you will be just loading into the same site. So this way we can confirm that in the behind the scenes we are not just going with the domain name, we are going with the IP address. So this is all about the intuition on the DNS lookup. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.